So, Playbreak Season 1 is the most anticipated update for Playbreak yet. It has over 200,000 people waiting on the Roblox event page, and it is becoming a meme that people say it is never coming out. But that's not true. Season 1 will come out, and when it does, well, let's just say it's going to be crazy. In this video, we will discuss everything I know about Season 1. This video will be broken up into 3 sections. First, I'll go over all the public leaks and inspect all the details. Next, I'll tell you what I think should be added, and I'll also tell you why. And lastly, I will ask the community questions about Season 1, so we can have a better perspective of what Playbreak Season 1 needs to add. And also, as a little bonus, there will be a secret message from Libro at the end of the video. Now, without further ado, here is everything we know about Playbreak Season 1. So, like I said before, this first section will be me going over the leaks for Playbreak. That being said, many of these leaks are actually very old, but we will still be seeing if they made it into the game or if it's still on its way. So this first leak was from Aiden all the way back on the 9th of May. You can see 2 images of a very early sneak peek of the new and upcoming Recycle Mill map. From the looks of it, it actually looks like this image is at the top of this weird pipe thing in the other image. Later, we actually got another leak for the same Recycle Mill map from a completely different angle. Since this leak is from a very high place, we can actually see a lot more. We can see a puzzle pillar over here and a puzzle pillar over here. We can also see 2 doors over here, and we can also see a specialist just hanging out in the corner. There may be a couple things I missed, but that was what I got from my first glance. We also have this image from Omar, which is definitely the same map. As you can tell, the lighting and colouring looks the same, but there's a big B in the middle of like a yellow circle. This is clearly the Break Time logo and company. And the last leak we have for this map is from Aiden, and it looks like this. The first thing you're probably going to notice is the big B on the building, and you're also going to notice the Huggy on the ground. Now, this teaser was released before the monsters actually had skins, so this was meant to tease the monsters having like customizable skins and stuff, but then they just added it to the game in a later update and not put it into the Season 1 update. So those are all the leaks for the new and upcoming Recycle Mill map. Like Aiden said in the leaks, these are actually very early versions of the map, and it will likely be changed in the full release. So the next leak we're going over is this one from Aiden, which depicts a new sort of UI, which in my opinion is a lot better than what we have currently. So the next leak is this, from Omar. Not quite sure what this is suggesting. It could mean that Catnap is coming in the future, which is confirmed, so maybe this was how they confirmed it, I'm not quite sure. We also have this leak from Omar, which seems to be depicting some sort of new skin. Not quite sure if it's going to be a monster or a specialist skin. Probably a specialist skin, but I'm not quite sure. And we also have this leak from Omar, which is sort of depicting some rage version of Huggy. Not quite sure what it means, but it's definitely a cosmetic. We also have this leak from Omar, which sort of depicts a weird mouth or a lip. Not quite sure what this means, but it's definitely a specialist, because no monster would look like this. We have another leak from Omar, which depicts some sort of hand or arm of a specialist skin. And we have this leak from Aiden, which depicts some sort of featured tab in the menu of the shop. Now, this was actually added in the beta version of Playbreak, so I'm pretty sure they're going to add this back, which will be really good. Now, we have another leak from Omar, and it shows the new Roblox immersive textures. Now, this is obviously a while ago, so it's been in the game for a while, but it should be used in Season 1 a lot. You can actually see it on the hand right now, and it's most likely going to be added to a lot more cosmetics. Now, getting back to the big leaks, we have this one from Aiden, which shows a new map. Now, what is depicted here is either the new Factory Mill map but from a completely different area, or it could also be a rework for the factory map. While I'm not quite sure which one it is, it does look pretty good and it will be even more fun to play in. And we have another leak from Aiden, which is an entire new remodel of the theatre map. It looks amazing, just like all the other leaked maps, and it will be so much fun to play in. We actually have another picture of the new theatre map, and well, I actually used this one in a thumbnail because I liked it so much. So those are all the leaks for the theatre map. However, we do have this image, which could be the theatre map, but I actually think it's the lobby for Season 1. The reason why I suspect it is actually the lobby is because of the cursor at the top left of the image. The cursor is only really seen when you're in the lobby, so that's probably it. So the next leak is from Omar, and it depicts the break time code sign with like some sort of sheet covering over the break part of the sign. So this is very clearly obvious that they are going to be remodeling the factory map. This is also shown in these two images, with this one being the catwalks. And we also have this leak from Omar, which depicts that sort of weird eye machine in the middle of the factory map. This map, as well as all the others, look insanely good. So this next leak is for a perk, and well, it looks insanely good. So it is called Play by Ear, and it basically decreases the 6 keys you have to press into 3 keys. And it also lights up the keys for just slightly longer. Now this is actually personally really good for me, as well the piano puzzle is the only puzzle that I actively avoid doing because it just takes too long. So this is going to be really good for me. So this next leak is for Huggy Wuggy and his Mini Huggies rework. I actually made a video on this a while ago, and to be honest, it was actually one of my favourite videos, as not only did we have this major leak with the Mini Huggies, we also had many other mini leaks. So this next leak is from Omar, and it depicts some new cosmetic skin for the monster. It's unclear which monster it is actually depicting, but I'm pretty sure it's Huggy, as Omar did say it might be Huggy. So the last and final leak was posted not so long ago, and it looks like this. If you brighten up, it should look like this. Obviously this is the head of a new Storky skin coming in season 1, I'd assume, and it looks pretty good. So now that we've actually gone across all of the official leaks in the Leaks and Teasers channel, I've decided to just give you some leaks that I found in the general chat, like throughout the months I've been in the server. Keep in mind that these aren't necessarily for season 1. So this image got leaked a while ago, but if I remember correctly, this isn't actually for Playbreak. This was actually just a side project Aiden was working on, I'm pretty sure, so this isn't for Playbreak, but it is something interesting. We also have this leak for a new party system, which I'm not quite sure how it's actually going to work, but it's going to be something interesting. So this next leak is actually because of me, because I suggested that we should maybe make some private server commands. You know, you can do specific things in private servers that you're not allowed to do in public matches, like, I don't know, fly hacking, speed hacking, all of that you should be able to do in private servers. And then Aiden commented this. Basically, private servers will be retired for private matches. Private matches will most likely be inside the lobby, and you can just choose, you know, like a different game mode. There will be multiple settings that you can customize and all that, which will be amazing, but some of them will be paid exclusive, so that'll be interesting. Keep in mind that Aiden did say this will come later in development, and that probably means it's not going to come out in season 1. So this happened a while ago, but basically this guy posted the maze puzzle from Project Playtime, and they said that the reason why it's not in Playbreak is most likely because the developers don't know how to code it. And Aiden actually responded and said that that is actually the case, and Aiden has no idea how to code it. So Aiden asked for like the code to see if he can like probably remake it, which makes me believe that it most likely will come in season 1 or a future update. This isn't confirmed though, it's just speculation on my part, but it is somewhat likely, and the fact that it's from Project means it's most likely going to come eventually, but we just don't know when. So this next leak is actually a little bit interesting. Pyro, who is another YouTuber, asked Aiden if he can leak anything about if there's new mechanics for season 1. So Aiden replied with doors will have a new mechanic. And then he elaborated by saying charges, but that was about all he was going to say on it. So leave a comment about your ideas, because I think this is going to be very interesting, because doors are actually kind of OP when you're a survivor. You can just basically end or delay a chase for a long time if you just use it. So this is very cool. Someone suggested to add some announcement thing in game so you can see like news on the Playbreak and all that, and Aiden actually posted this, which basically shows it being in the game. This is actually very cool, and obviously a text is a placeholder, and it will be very interesting to see what they actually put there. So this next leak is Aiden talking about some balancing updates. So basically the monsters will be able to damage puzzle pillars and basically reset the progress on them, being the base kit. And if that's still not enough, they might increase the puzzle part requirements from 6 to 8. These are actually some really good changes, as when you're a specialist, if you see a monster coming towards you and you're doing a puzzle, you can just quickly leave and then come back later when the monster's gone. But if the monster's able to damage the puzzle pillar and then reset all your progress, then that's actually a huge penalty. This also could increase cooperation by having someone distract the monster while you're doing puzzle pillars, which is honestly really good, as the game doesn't have much cooperation as of right now. So this was actually a leak of what the break pass would cost. There is a premium version and the free version, and Hubi was asking what the free version cost, and Aiden said it's planned to cost 749 Robux. Honestly, I think this is a fair price. Now, some people might be a little bit angry and they might think it costs a little bit too much, but do remember, if you do complete the entire Break Pass, you will have enough to buy the premium, which is really good. So this is from 2024, which was a while ago. Basically, Aiden said he's going to start working on the toy box and the cosmetic update. Obviously, this was said a while ago, so we have to take everything that was said with a grain of salt. But basically, we are definitely going to get emotes, so that's why I wanted to point it out, because many people don't know if we're going to get emotes, but we are definitely getting emotes. So this was posted a while ago in general, and it was quickly deleted by Aiden. Obviously, he's just trying to tease this. Obviously, it's a puzzle pillar. It's got a slight remodel, and it looks a lot better, so yeah, we're going to get better models and stuff. So those are all of the mini leaks I'm going to show you. I do have way more, but it'll take too long for me to find them. I might make some shorts or post about them, but these are all the ones I'm going to show you for now. So the next after this video will be the VC discussion. Basically what's going to happen is I'm going to show you the VC call, and if something interesting happens then I'm going to stop it and give you my opinion. Basically I was asking them questions for them to answer and give their honest opinions on. So without further ado, let's just get into it.
So obviously the monsters are gonna get reworked in season 1. So I want to know what you guys like think the best monster will be. So like how would they rework the kit and like all that?
It's either Stalky
I
or
probably think it might be Mommy, not gonna lie.
it's.
I hope it's Moxie.
Yeah, okay.
Foxy is crazy.
I mean, biased opinion
unfair.
might be Stalky.
Might be
Stalky
Stalky.
or Huggy.
I also think Stalky because, well, that's Aiden's favorite, obviously. So he's probably just gonna buff the hell out of him.
It's his.
They're
No
reworking
comment.
Stalky too.
I mean, Stalky is like very balanced.
I mean, I know what he's gonna do, so I'd say either Stalky or Huggy, depending on how he's gonna balance.
Why would it be Huggy though? I mean, I feel like Huggy's already
mini
kind
Huggies?
of balanced.
It depends
Oh,
on
yeah.
the mini Huggies. It depends on the mini Huggies. That's why.
Yeah, it's either Huggy's gonna be insanely OP with the mini Huggies, or it's just gonna be very bad. Like,
I
there's
mean,
no
I feel like they might end up maybe nerfing his hit in that case if he can put them in Huggies and they can do all
Yeah.
that.
yeah.
Or maybe nerf
I
his
agree.
rage a little bit, like
Yeah.
one of those two. I feel like.
I feel like Nerf rage a bit.
I
Yeah, I
thought
think
they
so.
were gonna remove the rage.
I
Yeah.
actually don't know.
I don't think
remember.
I don't think you can remove the rage. Like I feel like that's kind of like a core
The
part.
problem is, rage is really interesting because it's if you remove it, I feel like the mini hacks alone just wouldn't be enough. But you
Yeah.
have to tweak rage because it's too much as well. The way it is right now.
Okay, so this question's like around the break pass, like what specifically are they gonna add? Because obviously we're gonna get like custom cosmetics, coins and all that. But like, do you think they're gonna add like new maybe like tags or like icons for like
I'm
your
gonna
things?
be quiet. I'm gonna be quiet on this one. I'm gonna be
Okay.
quiet.
I mean, I have this idea. What if they like end up adding like? I know it might not, but what about like perks in the past? Maybe.
What if like the newest perk the perk is actually in the past, like what you just said?
I mean, that would like probably mess up the balancing a lot, but it would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Well, the break pass is free, but I feel like putting the
Or
perks
like,
into the break pass is kind of
or
pay
like-
to win.
Or like
Yeah.
in the past get tickets from tickets from the past too.
Yeah, that's. I feel like that's already gonna happen. I mean, it'd be kind of weird if it's not.
I mean, I'm not quite sure if you're able to buy tiers in the break pass, but that would change like everything. Because if you're able
They
to just
should
like
on-
pay with like coins through the entire pass, that would be kind of crazy.
Oh yeah, wait. How do you even get coins? Are only able to get them like by buying them, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think they
Well, actually,
I think they should have a premium, so like there's a Robux version of the pass.
I mean, it would make sense. Like, I could see that being a thing, but like, I would also want it to say free. Like, you can
Yeah.
get everything. You just have to grind for all. I could see both happening.
I am pretty sure this was already said. There's gonna be a way for people to get it for free, but it's gonna be much more tedious.
Yeah,
tickets
Aiden
and
did
stuff.
say that there's going to be a free and a non-free version.
Yeah.
That's
Or
what I meant
something like
about
that.
perks being in the Brit Pass, because if it's easier to get with money, then it kind of makes it pay to win a little bit,
Yeah.
even though it's still free.
I mean, that's the thing. I'm pretty sure the way it is, I think if you don't have the premium one, you have to pay tickets for the levels, if I remember.
This next question is there any like crazy glitches and bugs that they should patch like immediately? Because
Oh
there's
wait,
some
I have
bugs.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, let me think of one.
There's this one glitch that like it's kind of like separate. Like I could have it like one day and then like a while later I'll have it again. It's weird bug where like I think it starts in the the Tetris one,
Yeah.
that Tetris machine, the green one. Like suddenly, even though like it'll just start doing it randomly. How do I say this? It'll do it in the wrong spots even though I didn't do it there. And it'll make me fail it every time.
That's just lag, to be honest.
Mostly bugs with the puzzles, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean they are getting reworked entirely.
Yeah. I have three things.
Yeah.
It's mainly walls. Walls that you can put people into pits through.
Yeah.
It's the wall on Factory that you can just go into the train from.
Yeah, that's actually major.
Also, there is another bug that happens sometimes. It's when the timer overlaps in the lobby. You can't use a third person anymore. I don't know what caused it. I know you can just go back to the menu and fix it. It's still annoying as shit.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, I'm B-hopping.
I mean, yeah.
I guess Jake. Thanks for the input.
I mean, another bug that I'm thinking of is when like you join a match like at the very end, so you have like a head start.
It should be removed though, because from a more competitive thing, it is kind of unfair.
Yeah.
And there is one more thing, probably the thing where you can go behind the train.
Oh yeah. No, that definitely has to get rid of.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's just time wasting for no reason.
The thing where you can go upstairs really quickly. Oh, the thing about that is it's so unreliable. It's so unreliable. You could also just get stuck in it and then just die.
It's very reliable. You just need to know the specific like position. That also reminds me of the backwards swinging glitch, which is kind of OP. Yeah, and in specific areas you can like delay the backwards, which makes it nearly impossible to like get hit.
So with this question, it is actually very interesting, because a huge reason why specialists are so OP is because there are so many glitches and bugs to exploit. The major three I can think of are the backwards swinging, which has two variants. The one which can go backwards like normal, or a delayed version, which is very hard to counter. The second one is the sliding upstairs bug, which is very easy to do if you get used to it. And the third one is the head start bug, which basically gives you 10 seconds head start at the beginning of any match. All of these bugs give the advantage to specialists in a completely different way. The head start basically allows you to do more puzzles and to get across the map without the monster even being loaded in yet. And the sliding up the stairs bug can really mess up a chase if there is a long staircase. And finally, the backward swinging can make the chase last too long and distract the monster for a while.
Okay, so do you think like Season 1 will actually make the game specialist-sided or monster-sided or like perfectly balanced?
One-sided.
One
question.
One's bit monster-sided.
Monster-sided. I feel like most matches are survivors.
Like, it don't
right now.
I just have a feeling it's still going to be slightly survivor-sided, but only slightly.
No.
Oh yeah, if you could remove like one feature from Season 1, what would you delete?
B-hopping.
I would also say B-hopping.
The problem with B-hopping is that it's platform-sided, and even if it wasn't, it makes the skill ceiling just non-existent, because the only thing that actually currently is between a pro and a normal player is just B-hopping.
Yeah.
It's like the big difference.
Oh,
Okay.
I forgot to mention your glitch bit, the boxy grab through walls glitch. That needs to be fixed.
Loki, his grab in its entirety. It's not just through things. It's also like that doesn't work at all sometimes.
Oh yeah, his grab can be like weird. Half the time it works.
Yeah, it just doesn't go anywhere sometimes.
Yeah,
You
literally
just get stuck on something or nothing.
just recode box entirely.
So the major thing that was being said there was B-hopping, and they were basically saying that B-hopping should be removed, and to be honest, I agree, because View hopping is just completely PC and like keyboard and mouse sided, because if you're on console, you pretty much can't do anything. And don't even get me started on mobile. So yeah, just completely remove view hopping because it gives an unfair advantage to players.
So, Playbreak has like lore, but like we don't actually know of it. So do you think like it's gonna
Yeah.
be somewhat explained in like season 1, or just gonna remove like not explain at all?
I mean,
no
I'd
comment.
like lore, honestly. Yeah, like a few posters here and there, maybe like a certain
That would
day.
be really cool.
Yeah.
They should have had like small details in the map.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
think-
you have to realize, Playbreak lore is very different than like actual public
Project
daytime.
Playtime, yeah.
Not public daytime in general. So it's like a lot different. So you can be compared to that anyways.
Do you think sabotages will be too OP, too bad, or like perfect? Like, because
I feel like
Um,
depending on what it is,
I think
that's the most
I,
important.
I mean, I can say one thing. I told Aiden to not make the backpack sabotage at all.
What if you? Damn, that would have been cool to see. Like,
No, it's not fair because, especially if you move rehopping, which is very likely, it's not fair to just press a button and just basically just win the chase. That's not fair.
yeah,
I think what I'd really like to see, I don't know if it's getting added, that one sabotage where you can break a machine or something. Like, that could be kind of cool.
I think
Is it getting added?
Aiden said they're gonna make a like the machines able to like undo the puzzle. I'm pretty sure.
That potentially could be a thing. Yeah.
There's probably going to be some powerful ones and then some ones that are a bit.
Yeah, I mean it'll probably be very similar to the perks, because some perks are like really bad, and then some are like pretty good. I've also been wondering like what like will the sabotages actually do? Because like are they just gonna like take some from projects, or are they gonna add like actual original sabotages? Because
Some
we
from
have, like,
Project and
no
some
information.
from original, I feel like.
when I did a like interview with Libro, he said that they haven't actually started working on sabotages just yet.
They have.
okay.
They have. They have now.
Ah,
They have,
okay, cool.
they have now.
I'm pretty sure some yes, but not everything. Definitely
okay.
not.
What do you think season 1 should like not do? Like, is there anything that might happen but you really don't want to happen?
I believe that if we get an emote system, we should not add specific emotes like Vocaloid things into the game and stuff, because the problem that a lot of ASIMs have, they add all of these like really cool Mikos and stuff, but then the feeling of the game's gone. Like you don't have an actual
Yeah.
feeling in the game anymore. It just
Yeah.
feels like another sloppy game. And Playback would be the same. If you suddenly saw, like, you would be immersed into the game, right? Then you see someone running to you in a Miko outfit, start dancing with like a Miko, like a Vocaloid song. It's gone, you know. The thing is just gone, and that's not a good thing.
Oh yeah, Bro Huggy said don't make the game pay to win and don't make the break pass too expensive because he doesn't want to become a brokey boy.
Break Pass is gonna cost like, wasn't it like 790 something? The premium one,
799 Robux or coins.
something like that. Something like Robux, something like that.
Obviously, this is the biggest question we all have right now. When is it actually going to release?
October.
It's
October
releasing?
right now. I
I-
don't see it earlier, like
Yeah.
before September.
It's
Definitely
it's most likely coming out October. I really want it to come
Or
out
September.
mid-September, but like
I
probably
can see September, maybe.
yeah. Maybe
Wait, how-
maybe
like,
late
Maybe.
September.
Late or early October?
45%.
Like, or is it in the middle?
Just
I mean,
October.
probably yeah. I don't. I mean, the placeholder date says October 1st, but
I
I don't
can
know.
see it being October as well.
I want it to come out in September because I really want them to do like a mini Halloween, but I don't know.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, I do. I am gonna ask Scott when he's back home if you're gonna do like a Halloween event.
So Season 1 will most likely release October, just like what it said on the Roblox event page. The best case scenario I can see is it releasing September. If it does release September, which is the best case scenario, then they'll be able to do a Halloween event for October. That being said though, it most likely won't release September, as there's just way too much that needs to be done in such a short amount of time. Last time we heard from Aiden, he said that Season 1 was around 70% done, so we should hope it releases in October.
So we know we're going to get the piano perk, so I'm wondering if like there's going to be any other perks, or is it just going to be the piano perk?
Lower or something
Well,
like that.
I can't say much, but I can say when it was confirmed anyways in general at one point. It's something that makes you be able to have a chance to unhook yourself or get yourself out of the hole by yourself.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing that a while ago. It actually reminded me, they're adding like a party system, aren't they?
I hope so.
Oh, that would be way better.
So the perk that is being discussed is this one leaked by Aiden. I purposely left it out when we were discussing the leak part of the video because I wanted to talk about it here. So with the perk equipped, if you do actually end up in the pit, there will be a rope, and you will have two options when you look at it. The first one will show the chance of you climbing the rope, but it will also reduce it by a little bit. The second one will allow you to climb the rope, but if you do end up missing that chance, then you will actually lose a heart. If you want the full explanation, you can just pause the screen right now and see what Aiden actually typed. To be completely honest with you, I don't actually think I'm going to be using this perk all too often, as I just don't like the idea of having the chance of losing a heart. It is a very high risk, but actually low reward, in my opinion at least. However, when Season 1 does come, then maybe I might use it, because we don't actually know the full patch notes of Season 1 yet.
What is the hardest part about being monster and specialist?
If the specialists you're up against as monster are better than you, maybe that's it.
No, the main problem with monsters is you can't actually get puzzle pressure at all. So you can't actually pressure them into not doing puzzles at all.
That's actually true.
The hardest thing about being specialist is the fact that when you start getting targeted for the whole round.
Yeah, probably bad teammates. Bad teammates,
yeah.
I would say.
Oh, yeah, exactly, bad teammates.
Or maybe when like the killer's friendly and only goes after you. Yeah.
So yeah, I think the hardest part about specialists is this like there's no skill based matchmaking, so like you're just kind of like on your own basically half the time. And then the monster is just like you just really can't do anything, can't put pressure on anyone really.
There is just no real pressure in this game at the moment.
Yeah.
At least for puzzles.
Are the skins too overpriced? And what do you think?
Yes.
Do you think it will be fixed in Season 1?
I say no, but for recolors. I think recolors are too overpriced, not normal skins.
Yeah.
I feel like they are overpriced. Please.
The skins should be lower for like starter players who are literally like level 1.
The problem is
make them cheaper for everybody.
The problem is they're already really cheap in itself for what they are. Not actually meant to use tickets for skins. Not even in project.
Like cosmetics for survivors or skins for monsters?
But it's monster skins, I'm guessing.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Like for cosmetics for survivors, like but monsters,
The price for cosmetics are good, but
I think just lower recolor prices.
What leak are like you most excited for?
There was that one gray Huggy Wuggy skin with like black claws. I guess I'm excited about that.
Oh yeah, that.
But that's about the only leak I've seen, so
It didn't really look like Huggy though. It looked more like Mommy maybe.
It did look like Mommy, but Omar said it was like Huggy. But like he was kind of trolling.
It's Omar.
Yeah.
I would say hasn't been leaked yet, so no comment on this.
Oh, come on, leak some stuff for us.
No, I'm not leaking. No, but no.
The one I'm most excited for is either the new map, which is really good, or the new perk, because that's also really good.
Oh yeah, new perk. Yeah,
Which one?
New perk.
Which new perk?
Oh yeah, new map. New maps.
I think that'd be good for Mommy.
Yeah, from the looks of it, I think the map is like a lot of vertical orientated.
I think it's very good for Mommy, I believe.
Do you think the train escape phase needs to be harder or easier?
Yes. Harder.
Oh, make it harder. Maybe like.
Well, like permanently like X-ray everyone.
To escape earlier.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Make it
something you
hard.
could do, something you could do is you could make it have 2 trains, and you have to call them individually. For example.
So, do you think like the last man standing train, like, do you think it should arrive or like they should just remove it completely?
Yeah.
It should stay, but I think it should be something else. Because the problem with it right now is it can be abused heavily.
Yeah. I mean,
There should be more to it.
yeah, like a
Okay.
whole strategy is just like wait until like everyone's dead and then wait for 2 minutes and then just
And
revive
then just
everyone.
revive everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the problem. The problem is, if you make it to only do when only one's alive, then it's almost impossible to get it.
So that was the entire VC call. We talked about a lot of things and shared some interesting takes. If you want to say anything, then feel free to comment it down below. But before I go, I have another teaser that Aiden posted as I was recording this video. So I'm going to talk about it as the video ends. So as you can see, this is a new look at the new factory rework. And to be honest, it looks amazing. I got this in the CC channel leaks from a while ago, and to see it actually be in public is amazing. If you guys want to share your opinions, then leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I'll make sure to read it. Oh, and one final thing. Libro did say he wanted me to put this message at the end of the video, so here it is.
What's up, Playbreakers? Libro speaking. I sadly didn't have time to join the actual debate in the voice chat because of a vacation, so I'm at least sending this voice message to give some words of my own for Season 1, and they are actually answers to 2 pretty major questions I noticed are getting asked quite a lot. The first one is, why is this update taking so long to release? The main reason is that the entire game is getting completely rebuilt, not just recoded, rebuilt. Aiden said they are basically remaking the entire game from zero. The reasons for that are mainly because of Aiden's old and outdated scripts and the game being in a very unbalanced state now. Another reason is that the team is very small but has a lot of stuff to do and make. So yeah, these are basically the reasons for that. For the lack of leaks, Aiden said that the stuff is either too unfinished to tease or it's too complete to be teased. He also said that he doesn't want to come to the point where the entire update will get leaked until the update actually releases, and he always liked to keep things a secret, but also not keeping the fans in the dust. So teasers and sneak peeks will come out eventually, but not super often or early due to the stuff I mentioned earlier. And it's summer now for the dev team, so you know how that goes. Anyways, that's everything I have for today, and thanks for letting me join this debate, at least like this.
So with that, this is the end of the video. If you want to check out any of the videos on the screen, feel free to. The one on the top right is actually a tip video with 20 pro tips to make you basically immediately better. Now with that, I will see you soon.